Hi, welcome to today's yoga practice. We'll begin with a quick warm-up, then we will flow through our vinyasa sequence, then we will come back down to the mat to slow down and begin our yin portion of our practice. So let's go ahead and begin. You can begin seated on the floor like this in a cross-legged position, or you can come over to the knees and sit back on the heels. So wherever you are, let the hands rest down on the thighs. If it feels okay for you, close your eyes. Trying to keep the spine straight but relaxed with the crown of the head reaching toward the ceiling. We'll begin by just taking a few deep breaths. Leaving behind whatever we were doing before we came to our yoga mat. And trying not to worry too much about what will come after. Take a deep breath in through the nose, and then let it go through the nose or mouth. If your eyes are closed, you can slowly open them. And then go ahead and dip the chin to the chest. And take the right ear to the right shoulder. Pausing here for a moment. Then on your next exhale, take the chin back to the chest. And inhale, left ear to left shoulder. Last inhale here. Exhale, chin to chest. Inhale, lift the gaze forward. Moving into some seated cat-cow. Go ahead and lift the tailbone, chin and chest. Bring in an arch into the back. Exhale, round the shoulders, tuck the tailbone. And exhale. Inhale to lift. Exhale to round back. Go ahead and continue this at your own pace. Last time to round the back. And then inhale to come back to center. Take your hands and make fists, and then just roll the wrist out in one direction. And then the other direction. And we'll begin our sequence. So come over onto the hands and knees in your tabletop position. Tuck the toes and lift the tailbone up and back, coming into a downward facing dog. So to begin, the knees can be bent as much as necessary. So keeping your bend in the knees here. Lift the heels up, coming onto the tippy toes, and then send the hips over to the right. pressing down into the left hand. And then inhale, come back through center. Exhale, take the hips over to the left, pressing down through the right hand. And then come back through center. Take an inhale here. And then exhale, walk the feet between the hands. Feet can be about hip width apart. Bend the knees as much as necessary. Staying here in our forward fold for a moment. Take the chin and lift it up and down. And then take the chin from side to side. Just letting the neck relax. And then finding a moment of stillness here. And on an inhale, rolling up to stand. So coming into mountain pose, we'll warm up the shoulders quickly, rolling them backwards, and then forwards. And then coming back to mountain. Feet can be hip width apart or together, whatever is more comfortable for you. We'll begin by inhale, raising the arms. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale to lift the chest. Exhale, step back to plank. Knees can be up or down here. So wherever you are, engaging all the muscles in the body, letting the shoulder blades go down the back. Taking a couple of breaths here. Next inhale. Exhale, send the weight forward and slowly lower all the way down. Bring the forearms to the ground with the elbows slightly forward at the shoulders. Sphinx pose. Resting here for just a couple of breaths. Last inhale here. Exhale, lower the chest. Place the hands underneath the shoulders. Inhale to tabletop. Exhale, downward facing dog. Breathing here. Inhale, walk the feet between the hands, lift the chest. Exhale, fold. Inhale, come to stand, raising the arms overhead. And exhale, lower the hands back down. Again, inhale to raise the arms. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, lift the chest. Exhale, step back to your version of plank. Inhale here. Exhale, slowly lower all the way down. Inhale, press the hands into the mat and lift the chest, cobra. Exhale, lower. Inhale, tabletop. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale to lift the right leg, open up the hip and bend the knee. Taking a couple of breaths here. Inhale, bring the right knee to nose. Plant the right foot between the hands. And on an inhale, lift the chest, raise the arms for high lunge. Lower the arms down and clasp the hands behind the back. Lift the chest. So opening up the chest here. Last inhale. Exhale, plant the hands down on the ground. Step back to plank. Inhale here. Exhale, slowly lower. Inhale for cobra. Exhale, lower. Inhale, tabletop. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale to lift the left leg, open up the hips, and bend the left leg. Take a couple of breaths here. Inhale, left knee to nose. Exhale, plant the left foot between the hands. Inhale to raise the arms for high lunge. Again, here we're going to take the hands behind the back, clasp, and then lift the chest, opening up, slight back bend here. Breathe. Last inhale. Exhale, plant the hands, step back to plank. Inhale here. Exhale, lower. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, lower. Inhale to tabletop. Exhale, downward facing dog. Pause here and breathe. Inhale to walk the feet between the hands, lift the chest. Exhale, fold. Inhale, come to stand, lift the arms overhead. And exhale, lower the hands back down. Adding on, we'll go ahead and inhale to raise the arms. Exhale, fold. Inhale, lift the chest. Exhale, step back to plank. Inhale here. Exhale, lower. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, lower. Inhale, tabletop. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale to lift the right leg. And then bring knee to nose. Set the foot between the hands. Exhale here. Inhale to raise the arms for your high lunge. And then exhale, open up for warrior two. Pause. Last inhale. Exhale, plant the hands, step back to plank. Inhale. Exhale, slowly lower. Inhale, lift the chest. Exhale, lower. Inhale, tabletop. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale to lift the left leg. And bring knee to nose. Plant the foot between the hands. And on the inhale, rise up, high lunge. Exhale, open up, warrior two. Pause. Last inhale. Exhale, plant the hands, step back to plank. Inhale. Exhale, lower. Inhale, lift the chest. Exhale, lower. Inhale, tabletop. Exhale, downward facing dog. Pause here and breathe. On an inhale, walk the feet between the hands, lift the chest. Exhale, fold. Inhale, come to stand, raise the arms overhead. Exhale, lower the hands back down. Inhale, raise the arms. Exhale, fold. Inhale, lift the chest. Exhale, step back to plank. Inhale here. Exhale, lower. Inhale for cobra. Exhale, lower. Inhale, tabletop. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale to lift the right leg and bring knee to nose. Plant the right foot between the hands, and on an exhale, lift the chest, high lunge. Inhale here. Exhale to warrior two. Take the hands, clasp them behind your back, and we'll prepare for humble warrior. So lift the chest, and then we're going to fold forward, letting the rib cage slide to the inside of your bent front leg. Raising the arms, pausing here. Inhale, press into the feet to lift the chest. Return to warrior two. Plant the hands. On an exhale, step back to plank. Inhale. Exhale, lower. Inhale, lift the chest. Exhale, lower. Inhale, tabletop. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, lift the left leg. Exhale, knee to nose. Plant the foot between the hands. And on an inhale, lift the chest. Inhale here. Exhale, open up into warrior two. Take the hands behind the back, clasp, lift the chest, and we'll prepare for humble warrior. On an exhale, fold forward, letting the rib cage go past the inner thigh. Raise the arms, pause. Inhale, press into the feet, lift the chest, return to warrior two. On an exhale, plant the hands, step back to plank. Inhale here. Exhale, lower. Inhale, lift the chest. Exhale, lower. Inhale, tabletop. Exhale, downward facing dog. Pause here. On an inhale, step the feet between the hands, lift the chest. Exhale, fold. Inhale, come to stand, raise the arms overhead. Exhale, lower. Last round. Inhale, raise the arms. Exhale, fold. Inhale, lift the chest. Exhale, step back to plank. Inhale here. Exhale, slowly lower. Inhale for cobra. Exhale, lower. Inhale, tabletop. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, lift the right leg. Exhale, knee to nose. Inhale, plant the foot. And then come to your high lunge. Exhale here. On your next inhale, open up, warrior two. Clasp the hands. Inhale here. Exhale, fold forward for humble warrior. On an inhale, press into the feet, come to warrior two. Flip the right palm toward the ceiling. Inhale, reverse warrior. Pause. Last inhale. Exhale, warrior two. And plant the hands. Step back to plank. Take an inhale here. Exhale, lower. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, lower. Inhale, tabletop. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, lift the left leg. Exhale, knee to nose. Inhale, plant the foot. Exhale, high lunge. Inhale here. On an exhale, open up to warrior two. Clasp the hands behind the back. Inhale. Exhale, humble warrior. On an inhale, lift the chest. Return to warrior two. Flip the left palm up. Inhale, reverse warrior. Pause. Return to warrior two. Exhale, plant the hands, step back to plank. Inhale here. Exhale, slowly lower. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, lower. Inhale to tabletop. Exhale, press back into child's pose. Resting here, continuing to breathe. And from here, we'll begin to slow down, coming into our Yin practice. Inhale, return to your tabletop position. Tuck the toes, exhale, return to your downward facing dog. So we'll be here for just one breath. Inhale and exhale. And take the right foot, step it between the hands, and lower the left knee down to the ground. So we're coming into this low lunge position. We'll pause here for several breaths, finding stillness, letting the breath be gentle. Feeling a stretch down the left front hip and thigh. So you have the option of staying here, or you can go ahead and place weight into the left hand and then come over onto the outer edge of the right foot and take the right hand and place it on the thigh, pressing the leg away from you, opening the chest up, pausing here. So option to stay where you are, or you can bend the left leg, reach back with the right hand, feeling more of a stretch down the left thigh. If you have hold of your left foot, go ahead and slowly lower that back down to the ground. Come back to center. And then step back to your tabletop position. And then downward facing dog. Pausing here and resting for a moment. Bringing the body back to center. And we'll go ahead and do that on the other side. So step the left foot between the hands, lower the right knee down to the ground. Remaining in this low lunge for several breaths. Feeling a stretch down the right side of the front leg. So option to stay where you are. You can go ahead, or you can go ahead and let the weight fall over into that right hand, come over onto the outer edge of the left foot, and press that leg away from you, keeping the chest open. And then if you'd like to, you can add in the back leg by bending and then reaching back to hold on to that right foot. If you're holding on to the back foot, go ahead and let that slowly lower back down to the ground. Plant the hands back down onto the floor. Return to your tabletop position. And then press back for downward facing dog. Pausing here, coming back to center. Go ahead and drop the knees back down to the ground. And we'll prepare for swan pose or pigeon, whichever you want to call it. So take the right knee and place it behind the right hand, and then kick the foot out so that it's somewhere between your left hand and your left hip. Stretch the back leg long down the mat. You can keep the chest lifted here if you're feeling a stretch in the right hip. So you're welcome to pause here. Or you can come into sleeping swan by folding over the front leg. So wherever you are, just find stillness, let the breath be soft. Try to let the body relax, letting the jaw relax, shoulders, the hips. you're in sleeping swan, go ahead and slowly begin to lift the chest. And then gently make your way back to tabletop. And then downward facing dog. Pausing here, coming back to center. Go ahead, drop the knees back down to the ground, and we'll return to our swan on the other side. So take the left knee, place it behind the left hand. Kick the foot out so that it is somewhere between the right hand and the right hip. Let the right leg stretch long down the mat behind you. Hopefully feeling a stretch here in the left hip. So you're welcome to stay here with the chest lifted. Or you can fall into sleeping swan by folding over the left leg, finding your place of stillness. Letting the breath be the focal point, or maybe a sensation you're feeling in the body. If you're in sleeping swan, go ahead and slowly begin to lift the chest. And then coming back to your tabletop position. And then pressing back into downward dog one last time. Returning to center. And then drop the knees back down to the floor. Come to sit back on your mat. We'll come into a wide-legged seated position. So coming into a straddle here. This doesn't have to be a super wide straddle. Inhale here, and then begin to fold forward, feeling a stretch down the inner thighs. Letting the body relax, letting go of any tension in the face or shoulders. Trying to let go of any tension in the hips. Finding a place of rest. Take one last breath here. And on an inhale, slowly lift the chest. And then bend the legs, placing the soles of the feet down onto the mat. And then just letting the legs drop from side to side. Feet can be wider than the hips. And coming back to center. And then we'll make our way into a reclined position. Let's go ahead and slowly roll onto the back. Soles of the feet are down on the ground. And then let the knees fall out wide, bringing the soles of the feet together. So we're here in a reclined butterfly. The hands can rest on the belly, or you could just take the arms out wide to the sides. Go ahead and bring the knees back to center, planting the soles of the feet back down onto the ground. And pull the knees into the chest. Take the knees over to the left, letting the hand rest down on the thigh, and taking the right arm out to the side, gazing over to the right. Inhale to come back to center. Then take the legs, keep the knees into the chest, take the legs over to the right, letting the hand rest down on the top thigh. Left arm is out long beside you. Gaze is over to the left. Inhale to come back to center. We'll make our way into our final resting pose or Shavasana. So take the legs down the mat, let the feet be wide, and let them fall out to the sides. Arms can be down by your sides with palms facing up. You could also take the arms up overhead. So whichever feels best for you. Let the eyes close. Let the full weight of the body sink into the mat. Taking your first few moments here to scan from the tip of the toes to the top of the head. Noticing if you're holding tension anywhere. And on an exhale, allowing that tension to melt into the floor. Stay here as long as you need. Thank you for practicing with me.